I won't take part in a street fight, I said. Got it?
It does not matter where a battle is waged.
Oh, please.
Hello and welcome back to M.A.R.S for another pre-order breakdown. Today we are looking at the Storm Collectibles Ultra Street Fighter 2 THawk, now available for pre-order. Yesterday we looked at the pre-order teaser to see some differences from the Capcom Cup to here the pre-order product, and there are some differences. This is not going to be, or the Capcom Cup is not going to be the final release product. This is what you're going to be getting, as it is accurate to Ultra Street Fighter 2. As we jump over here, you can see the differences. This was shown at the Capcom Cup of THawk. I'm assuming is going to be an event exclusive at some time, or this could have just been a prototype that looked really good, by the way. However, the final product that we're going to be getting, or the pre-order product, is accurate to the source material of Ultra Street Fighter 2. However, we are missing an eagle for THawk. That's like serving a burger, a cheeseburger without cheese, or a burger without the buns. You know, we gotta have an eagle or a bird, a hawk, whichever, for THawk. I think that will be necessary and would have made for a great additional accessory, or maybe even a better accessory, as we're now going to look at what all comes with this figure. As you can see, you're going to be getting 4 head sculpts, and they all look very great, expressive. I like that. I love the beat it up head sculpt here with all the blood and stuff. That's great. We get that with every release. But when it comes to the accessory, we're getting a wooden box and a broken box. Sure, that's a great accessory. It could literally go with anybody, I feel like. And to have this with THawk, it is a shocker. I feel like there are some different accessories we could have gotten with this release, but who knows? Maybe they'll make some adjustments before this figure is released. And then we have 5 pairs of hands as well. Articulation, it looks to be promising. I do like the thigh cut here, and it does show for better articulation, as you can see here with the cross legs. You know, Indian style stance here looks really good. And then another shot here would be for you to see the articulation. Very nice thigh swivel, giving that extra range of motion for THawk. And this is going to be a massive figure too. We've seen the previews at Anime Expo, a very tall figure, and I have a great comparison for you right here. I mean, you can see how massive THawk is compared to Guile. Speaking about Guile, the theory right now is that Storm may be reissuing Guile because we're getting this figure for the promotional images for the pre-order. A lot of folks wanted Ken to be the character to go up against THawk because of the movie, but that really isn't applicable because Ken is in a whole different outfit and it takes place at nighttime. So Guile, you know, naturally, sure, it makes sense, and this figure is due for a reissue. We need to have these figures come back out. Otherwise, everyone who missed out, who might have been 10 or 9 back in 2019 and couldn't get these figures and wants them now, or whatever the case may be, are unable to do so unless they want to spend over $150. And in this day and age, no one wants to spend that much for an action figure that was released many years ago. Especially when we just recently had, about 2 years ago, a new release, kind of a reissue with Ken and Reissue, but that sold for $250. That's still a bit expensive. So we did have that, which was great. It was a start. We haven't gotten anything since, but maybe with Guile, we will see that. This wouldn't be the first time Storm Collectibles did a reissue, as we had that for Terry and can't remember his name, from KOF. There were 2 reissues that happened, I believe it was last year. So there's a possibility for some reissues, and it needs to happen if Storm Collectibles wants to capitalize on the entirety of the line and walk away a happy businessman or company, what have you. So yeah, there's that. Now let's jump over to the website, and you can see if you go directly through Storm Collectibles, it will cost you $85. With international shipping, it does even out to $120. Now we don't know the situations on the tariffs. As of right now, if there's no agreement met by August 12th, they will go back up to, I believe, 34%. And I'm not sure how that's going to impact those of us who order directly from Storm. Are they going to cancel orders? Are they going to have the shipper pick up the duty fees maybe? I'm not sure what the case is going to be, but hopefully we get some type of communication or announcement from Storm in that regard. However, if not, there is always a BBTS. Now, THawk has not gone up for pre-order yet. At least I don't believe so. Yes, he has not gone up for pre-order yet, but I can pretty much assure you the figure is going to cost less than $100. It's going to come in at $98.99, and I say this because Momotaro is also going for $85 right now over on Storm Collectibles website. And if we were to go to Bison's $89, but still Momotaro and THawk, they're still massive figures in comparison. Now we also have Imagine Anime. This is new to me. I've decided to start covering them for these pre-order breakdowns, primarily because they are on the showroom floors when it comes to the cons, and they pretty much promote Storm. And you can see here we had the Imagine Anime exclusive Yujiro Hama with Storm Collectibles return last year back to New York Comic Con. So I think, you know, this is definitely a website to keep in mind. Pre-orders for here, I don't think they come up until well after BBTS, because don't forget, BBTS has that exclusive contract with Storm, so I think that's why they get their pre-orders a lot faster. However, I will say Imagine Anime, they do get their pre-orders, but you can see here, I'm not sure how quick and how often they appear. All right, and then once they're in stock, you can see it can get pretty pricey. So if you want this Baki and usual, make sure you pre-order now, or it may jump up to $50, if not $60. But yeah, that's going to cover it for this pre-order breakdown. Comment below and let me know, are you excited? Do you miss the eagle? Do you accept the wooden box? And then how do you feel about us getting this more accurate Ultra Street Fighter 2 skin or color palette versus what we've seen at the Capcom Cup? Do you have a preference over the two? I do like more the one that's on the left, but as I see the one on the right, I do enjoy that one as well. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.